colors turn blue, and every day I search for hope that you'll return. There once were birds that filled the sky. It also seemed that I could fly. Your heart was guarded in my hand. My love for you was never planned. Life's no fun without you. Simple pleasures are few. And once again I spend my night.
Again, this is a case where we need to take the tell the FCC to take a flying leap and let us play all music.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to do that on a talk radio station.
Well, just tell them we're not interested in their silly regulations.
Yeah. At least for a half an hour. You'd think they could accommodate for 30 minutes or whatever. Well, we've been listening to, during the morning, the music of Paula Monsalve. She had to share a little bit with Sheena Easton since she had a birthday today. But it's been mostly Paula, and we wanted to have her back on today. The performance that we're talking about is when she was with the Taylor University Symphony Orchestra for an event, Viva la Musica, on Wednesday, May the 3rd at the Rediger Chapel Auditorium at 7:30. Dr. Christopher Bade with the Taylor University Music Department is also with us today. Professor of, is it music, woodwinds, and the orchestra too, I guess. So.
And then just those are some of my duties. I'm
Yes.
a clarinet player, but I get to do the orchestra and some other things at school.
All right. Well, I have to ask, the affiliation that you two, have you had a chance to work with Paula in the past or get to know her a little bit?
Just as a member of the Marion Philharmonic.
Okay,
and
yes.
then this friendship has been inspired a little bit by Laria, but just the fact that we love to make music together. And she's charming, so
Oh, my.
Those kinds of things work well.
Very good. Well, Paula, let's. It's been about almost exactly a year.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Ed, for having us. Thank you to Maestro Bade and Laria to have just this incredible, super early morning time.
Yes,
Believe me, I woke up like at 5:30. I need to get ready.
Well, it was almost exactly a year ago. It was April 26th last year that you were
Yes.
here with Maestro Platt.
Maestro Platt.
Can you give us a whirlwind report of the last year for Paula Monsalve?
It's been absolutely wonderful because, you see, we need time to prepare all those things. I bring my brother from Chile every time I do something. And once again, the community, my incredible friend, dear friend, Laria, who helps with any connection, with any idea. And just the two of us, we come up, with tons of things to do. But it's just a thank you moment, really, because people here has been so open all my life to my culture and my music and everything that I do, that it is amazing. I'm a Hoosier, and I'm a Hoosier girl. I'm part of Indiana. I have lived here more time than in my own country, even though I never forget my country. I go there twice a year, at least twice a year. But it's been really, really amazing. Yeah.
Well, you're doing all sorts of things. You were on public radio a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, I guess.
A month ago, yes.
And then you were at Honeywell House up in Wabash
Yes.
last week.
Yes, beautiful.
You are going to be at the Children's Museum this Sunday in Indianapolis.
Yes, El Día de los Niños, the Children's Day. It's
Excellent.
a huge celebration for Latin community. Yes.
And then you are going to be at the Indianapolis Circle Center Mall
at the Indiana
on the
Arts
6th.
Garden, yes, on the 6th with my quintet. So it's a variety of things. And also tomorrow we're doing a great thing that came up at IPR when we had that program not too long ago. We're going to be recording several songs with my brother since he's here.
Oh, really?
Outstanding.
Getting ready for a great hour program that we're going to do in the fall.
On public radio
yes,
in
on
Muncie?
public radio in Muncie in the
Okay.
fall. So that's
Okay.
very, very good too. Yeah.
Stephen Turpin involved
Yes,
and John
yes.
Strauss.
Marvelous person, Stephen. I never met him before, and we did a great concert. I
Yep.
mean, a great program, and then he came out with the idea for this fall
Good.
program.
And then, of course, next Wednesday night, 7:30
7:30.
at Taylor.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Taylor. Yes.
And one of the wonderful things, if I might just chime in a little bit, is Paul is going to be giving a workshop on Monday at noon in the recital hall at Taylor to share her culture and help our students, especially our humanities students, who don't have as much experience in not only the performing arts, but especially in music, to help them understand from a cultural perspective how music fits in. She'll probably share some song, maybe not songwriting, but how she makes music with her brother, and how we can understand better each other from far away, even though we're close together, because many of our students don't have that cultural perspective.
Very good. Before we talk about the Viva la Musica program that Ed just referenced, I'd like to have you two, before we take a short break for Jim to come in, give your thoughts again on Maestro Platt. As we know, his swan song performance was this last weekend with the MPO. He's not retiring, but he's not going to be heading up the Marion Philharmonic, which he's done for, 21 seasons, I believe now. Comments on that, Paula?
I did 2 concerts with Maestro Platt, and it was amazing, the experience to work with him, so open to the soul of the songs, let's say that way. I remember the first time we were doing a bolero, and I was really showing him almost like dancing on stage when we were rehearsing, because he wanted to get the perfect tempo of the bolero. So I don't know if you remember, but I started just dancing, on stage showing.
You weren't alone.
and he was very sweet, a great person, very nice to be with, fun, and a very good musician, very good conductor. Yes.
Dr. Bade, did you have a chance?
Yeah.
Yes, have a chance to
Alex
be with him.
is the consummate musician in terms of how he approaches, how he prepares. He's extremely expressive, and always allowed at least me as a person in the orchestra to be as creative as I can be within the team system. I'll miss him.
No doubt about it.
And,
we certainly
those who
will.
played host to Alexander over the years contended that he never slept.
I
He would be up all night.
I know. Well, he gets so charged up,
Right.
that it takes him a while to wind down. I know
No
that.
question. We'll continue in just a few moments on WBAT's Good Morning Grant County.
Mientras existas tú, mientras estés aquí, mientras te tengas siempre todo el tiempo junto a mí, serán mis sueños 1000 cometas que a otro espacio volarán.
7:56, a Thursday morning. Paula Monsalve and Dr. Christopher Bade from Taylor University. We're here to promote the Viva la Musica event at Taylor at the Rediger Chapel Auditorium next Wednesday at 7:30. I asked Ed if he would translate when I played one of your songs earlier, and he said, "You don't have to translate that.
You
Just
don't
listen to
just
it and
listen
enjoy.
to it. You don't need a
Music of
translation.
love." There you go. All right. Who would like to talk about the program next Wednesday? Paula, what do you have planned for that night?
Well, I'm going to talk about my part, Maestro.
Sure.
That
okay?
will be
Yeah.
fine, and then we'll let Chris in.
I'm going to have there my brother at the piano, a fantastic Argentinian guitar player, and then a very, very, very incredible percussionist player from Chile. They both live in Chicago. So we're going to do a very traditional repertoire. We're going to do music from Chile, Peru, Spain, which we call it Iberoamerica. So we always include Spain in the Latin world, since it's
Yes.
our like mother country for us. So it's going to be a variety of things. Also Mexico is there also, and a traditional song from Chile. So we want to share this music that is in our blood, the tradition, the sentiment, the idea of how you should write the music from the heart. Latin American music comes from the heart. It's super spontaneous. It goes with the feeling of the moment, and that's the magic of this music. It's simple, but very, I should say, very rich at the same time.
Very good.
Yeah.
Dr. Bade, I see Rimsky-Korsakov on the list that I have in front of me as some of the featured music from the Taylor Symphony Orchestra. What
Sure.
else?
We I tried in thinking of the programming to choose music with a Spanish bent. So we're doing Capriccio Español. So even though Rimsky-Korsakov is this wonderful Russian composer, it's as if he's walking through the bazaar in Madrid or Barcelona or something like that. And then we're playing a wonderful impressionistic piece called España by Emmanuel Chabrier. And the French were totally absorbed with this exotic culture that's right next door. And so that seemed to work well. And we're also going to do two movements from a piece by someone completely non-Spanish, and that's Benjamin Britten. It's a piece called The Simple Symphony, which he adapted from works that he had written for piano when he was 12 or 13 years old. So in that respect, it ties into the idea of both simple and yet at the same time profound.
How difficult is it to be able to collaborate on something like this and make it all work together?
Well, one of the things that I wanted the students to understand is in many professional situations, when you bring in a guest artist, you'll meet them, you'll go through the music once, and then it's time for the show. And so I want them to understand in professional situations or like this that bond that you make can be about the music, but the friendship tends to last on. But they've seen the music twice now, so they're getting almost the same experience that a person in an orchestra would get out in the Chicago Symphony or anywhere else. And then they meet Paula, and then they have to just make it work.
Well, Dr. Bade, I wanted to give you a little bit of advice from Maestro Platt and your students as well on how to handle working with an artist like Paula. And I'm quite certain you've
Amen.
already learned that. Yes. Hopefully your students were in the process. Oh, my gosh. Well, Paula, can you give us an idea of what else is coming up? Ed took us through, the weekend after next.
Yes.
What else is on your plate as we head into the summer?
Well, we're going to be in different places next couple of weeks. Then I'm going to Chile for a while. I'm coming back here, doing a few things during the fall, and then continuing, booking for next spring. It feels like spring is our time, so we are already booking for next spring.
Do you still have a home in Chile?
Well, I have like millions of homes.
Relative. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I have millions of all my family is there, and
Okay.
lifetime friends. So I don't have really a home in Chile.
Don't you think she
but I
could show
have
up at
millions
a
of
yes?
places to go. Yeah,
She could show up at someone's door. It's Paula.
Yeah.
Get dinner started.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I have
Get her
friends that
room
say,
ready.
"Oh, I'm gonna stay with Edie's this time." Why? You're supposed to stay with me, So I feel very, very blessed that I get this invitation where I can stay for 2 or 3 weeks or something. Yeah.
Dr. Bade, are there some things that Taylor University's music department has coming up? I know we're at the end of a school year, but
there are, pretty much you could walk on campus almost any evening and there'd be a senior recital, or there's a big program Saturday night that I'd like to promote. My wife's choir from Blackford Schools is going to be joining the Taylor Chorale at a very unusual concert called Welcome to the Table, talking about not only the fact that anyone's welcome to come to a concert, but that they're welcome as individuals, as human beings in this place that's both sacred and public at the same time. All the other performing groups have concerts coming up in the next couple of weeks as well as we approach final exams.
very good. Laria, I know you've been sitting in the background there, but I'm wondering if you would have anything to add about the concert next week or about getting Paula out there more or some other fine arts events. You seem to keep in touch with everything that's going on around the community. Any news or calendar?
Thank you, Tim, for
Sure.
those compliments. I just want to say that I hope this is a free concert on
Right.
Wednesday, and I would love for everyone to come because there is something different about Paula's music. There is a joy of living, and you are just lifted to elevations that you've never been lifted to before. She just has that ability, and the music is different than other music that you might hear on the radio. And I just hope that people will come and watch the Marion Chronicle and also listen to WBAT to hear about more things that she will be doing. And Taylor University, I live 4 miles south. Love it. I love the students that I've worked with, and getting to know Chris Bade. It's a beautiful place to come to see a concert, to hear a concert. So anyway, well wishing for Chris Bade and Paula Monsalve.
Very good. We will look forward to another collaboration between Taylor University and Paula, maybe sometime, I hope, down
yes.
the road.
Yeah.
Yes,
That'd be
yes,
great.
yes. It's been so much fun.
Thank
so
you,
much
Tim.
fun.
Thank
Glad to have you here.
Yes, looking
Thank you.
forward.
7:30 Wednesday.
Indeed.
Right,
Wednesday.
at
No
Red
charge.
River
Yes,
Chapel
please.
Auditorium. Okay, good.
Todos vengan. Todos los
Yeah,
amigos.
all are welcome. See?
Thank you very much for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you.
If I forget I'm a woman, I would tell you my feelings. I would tell you I love you so much. I would tell you I want to be like this each moment with you till the end of the end.